Howdy howdy, welcome back. A little bonus footage of the Tomahawk dual cylinder grapple on the Kubota. Tree fell down, almost hit my dad's trail cam, but just missed it. We're gonna take off the backhoe a little later as well. Maybe I can give you some tricks. Come along for the ride. So these pins are the first thing that need to come out. I've always had troubles with them slipping through and then working themselves out, so that's why I put a zip tie. So then it keeps that pin from sliding through the hole and then the big pin from working out of the frame. Yeah. This part is a little tough to video when there's both people operating it, but basically what you have to do is use the backhoe to pick itself up out of the frame using the feet, and then just the boom adjustments. It's pretty straightforward, but you don't take it on and off all the time, so it seems like every time you do it you're kind of fighting yourself trying to remember exactly how to do it. So right here I'm just fiddling with the boom, trying to take just enough pressure off of those pins so they slide right out. So now we got to tilt it forward. So here I'm just trying to get the feet height right. The pins that slide down into the subframe on the bottom of the tractor need to be at the right height, so then they're not cockeyed in there, and then it won't slide out easily. So just, it's not super hard, but you got to be pretty close. Brakes and shut her off. I don't know. Do you have to shut it off? Here I'm just asking Dad, do you have to shut it off? For some reason, I guess I think when you undo the quick connectors that the hydraulic fluid will just pour out. The more I think about it, probably ain't gonna happen, but let me know how stupid I am. Put her down there below. So now that we have it all unhooked, we just put the quick connectors back into themselves on the tractor, so then the hydraulic fluid can flow through, and then on the backhoe we just put it back in there so it doesn't sit out in the weather and get rusty. So now we just have it sitting on some 4x4s, so when it settles it won't go all the way to the ground and it'll be a little easier to get to. So now I have to reinstall the 3-point gear. Here are the two arms that will be going on there. It takes a 13mm socket and a rat attach it. Pretty simple. Not a lot of tools needed.
Oh, now we need
that was the top link that I grabbed.
Turtles.
I'm going to be handing over the
knuckle buster, and what size are those?
Cameraing to
I don't know.
Zefaja. Oh, almost forgot. That's his new toolbox that he added on, which I really like. It replaced the Kubota factory toolbox, which lasted maybe 2 weeks before it cracked. So finally we got that put on. He just matched up the holes on the bottom. There are 2 holes on that plate already, and he put a bolt and a nut through it, and it's pretty nice. It does rattle a little bit. I think we need to put a little spacer in between the handle on top just so it doesn't rattle. But holds a lot more stuff, and it's a lot more sturdy. Keeps a lot more weather out. It's just super simple, easy upgrade. You should probably just do it right away. So now here you just see me taking out 2 pins on the bottom that the bottom part of the arms will sit in. That's where you need your 13mm socket and ratchet. Sometimes we'll use WD-40 or blaster just to kind of spray in there and break up some of the rust that might have built up just for being in there so long. Yeah, we have the Kubota kind of parked on a little hill, so when I kneel down I'm not having to bend over so much still. Pretty simple. I do, when I install this, for some reason I do the bottom first, which I think makes it a little tougher. Normally I do the top first and it hangs there, and when I install the second one you'll see that's what I do. So it's just, when you don't do it very often, you kind of forget exactly how you do it to make it easy, but it's still not hard. So that's just all about matching up the hole there, sliding over the pin with this little quick connect pin over here. Now I just kind of straighten it up and get that bolt back in the hole. That's probably the most difficult part of that step. Then the worst part, I suppose, would be the turnbuckle. There's a little mini clevis on the end of that turnbuckle, which adjusts how much the 3-point arms will sway back and forth when you're operating, whether it's a back blade, rear blade, bush hog, whatever. A little clevis has a pin that goes through a little welded loop on the frame of the tractor, and there's just not a lot of room, so you kind of gotta freehand it, feel your way around. And it came with a cotter pin, which was no bueno, real pain in the butt. So we replaced it for these quick key pin things that are in the bottom of most whatever the heck those are called. Man, I'm 3 parts stupid today, but yeah, as you see, it's just a little easier. It's a little more rigid, easier to get in there, easier to pop in. Yeah. Other than that, that's the basic gist of it. Here you'll see me throw the other one on, and I actually do the top first, which is better. We'll speed this one up for you here. So, trivia question of the day. What does WD-40 stand for? No cheating. Don't Google it. Drop her down there in the comments. And pro tip of the day. WD-40, blaster, old rusty, whatever you use, those are all penetrants, not lubricants. So, if you need to look up the difference of those, go for that. But just remember, penetrant, lubricant. That was from our brother. He always gives me and my dad crap for that. So, that pro tip was actually from my older, less wise brother. Now here, when we install the top link, there are 3 holes that you can choose from. And on the mower, we always install it on the middle hole. I think with our back blade, we use the top hole. But you'll see that coming up right here. So I will be installing the bush hog. That'll be in another video coming soon. So stay tuned. You're going to come along with me on a little job I get to do, a little bush hogging job, and it should be a real sweet time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. D.R.C. out.